Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. I've been derping around in the tower. It's just been one day and a bit. This is the second time I've been diving into the tower off of camera. First time found nothing, really, except a lot of combat. And now we've wandered into this hall. I'm not exactly sure if this is what we're looking for, but it sounded different enough that I thought I'd share it. So, you pass into a hall replete with a multitude of tables illuminated by pale blue magical orbs, each hovering above a marble sconce along the walls. You are drawn by scattered whispers to one corner in particular where several crystal clusters have grown onto the wall, one of which seems to be the source. The sound becomes louder as you approach. You cannot understand what it says, though you do sense desperation in its tone. Assessing them from a safe distance, you see what you assume to be the source of the whispers. Tiny blue sprites flit around inside the otherwise dense but transparent formations, occasionally forming words that you cannot yet understand. Perhaps if you got much closer, you would be able to find out. We moved closer. The deluge of whispers becomes stronger and more frantic as you approach the crystal, and you sense a variety of emotions there. Regardless, you cannot make out the exact words being spoken, though perhaps the whispers would become more intelligible were you to attempt to attune yourself to them. Let's go as high as we can. We succeed. Channeling your mental energies in an attempt to attune yourself to the crystal, you begin to feel a variety of sensations. There's a strong pull at the edge of your temples, while simultaneously a vast array of emotions washes over you. Grief, hope, envy, and gratitude, to name a few. It is then that you finally discern the few words themselves, which seem to almost come from within your mind. Free us, help us. You recoil momentarily when the words reverberate within your psyche, and you sense a seething malevolent presence trying to infiltrate it. You manifest all of your mental resilience to abate the presence, and eventually you are able to purge it from your mind. You get a distinct feeling that whatever is trapped within the crystal formation is alive. Is it in fact a soul? You cannot be sure. Sure now that what resides within is not something you wish to pursue further, you elect to leave this place. As you do, you hear the whispers calling to you again. Are they accosting you, or is it simply your imagination? We gained an insight from that, but we also gained shaken. And now we fight. Well, that was interesting. Not what we were looking for, but... Alright, if you come across the crystals, don't lose the check. I wonder if that's one of... maybe... I haven't run into an insta-death yet in the tower. It might not exist, but I thought I had heard stories of insta-dying in the tower due to a failed check. That might not be true, though. There are insta-deaths in this game. I've run across a fair number of them myself. But most of them have to do with me making a poor decision and not just failing a check outright. I thought that might get a cheeky 1 damage on him, and we missed the one we needed to kill. Well, he killed himself and didn't hurt my guys, so whatever. I've never seen that before. It said skipped turn for being withdrawn. I don't know what that means. The one that always comes to mind when it came into me dying instantly was when I raided that guy's temple. Do you remember this? Where he was like, he had the crypt or whatever, and I decided to take all his treasure, and they're like, you'll be cursed. And I was like, but I want all the gold. And then I took it all, and then I died. Good times. All right, I think we have enough supplies to go one more time. Let's not sell our memory crystals just yet. We'll go back into the tower first and then sell our memory crystals, because maybe we find some more. Into the crystal archives again. Same squad as before. And if this doesn't work out, we'll just go back to Torzeg Shelter. Keep exploring. Still, we got shaken again. I'm constantly being shook. 4 warriors and a mage. That guy did not take much damage. Duck. I mean, guess that kind of works. I'm really trying to chunk through this guy I think Nadir can kill him. Let's spread the damage around a little. No, she left him alive with 1 health. But he missed me anyway. Or something. Do we try to get greedy and have Nadir go for a double kill? I think we do. She rolled good on her initiative, so. Oh, that guy just bled to death. Zero. Eilani's not getting great damage rolls. Loud. Ooh, nice. 10 damage. I was like, let's go for the cheeky kill. It did work out. Poke the mage. Ow. Dang it, Eilani. Start pulling your weight, girl. Alright, reload your gun, my man. I only feel comfortable going for the cheeky kill when they're like close to death. Maybe we kill you with Gorgoro? We did. I guess the hawk will come into play. Ah, come on now. There we go. Enough of this missing shots that you should hit nonsense. What to do next? We got some more spectral residue. Found a statue. Leave the chamber. Ooh, a glowing memory crystal. We're finding all sorts of memory crystals in the thing. Engineering skills, sure. We succeeded. Ignore our people. Oh! Uh-oh. I died. Oh, we were just talking about that. Oh, that's so funny. Oh man, the funny thing is, it's so like the run through the tower is so fast that like it honestly doesn't matter when you insta die like that. Oh man, that's funny. So there you go. That's the first time I've insta died because there you go. When you push deep, you might. I think that's the key is when you're ignoring your companion's words of wisdom. There's always the chance that you might run into that event where it's like, uh-oh, are you gonna die? Oh man, you guys. And that time we did run into it. Oh, jeez. All right. Dang it, you fools. Kill this guy. Oh my god. Thank you. All right, mage is gone. I should have not. Well, didn't matter anyway. I was gonna say I should have left him for Nadir because she can't really harm the orbs. I don't know if I can debuff you. Oh, I guess I can. What did I inflict you with? Initiative and accuracy. That's pretty good. Bane's solid. Hey, nice. All right, that worked out. All right, it's like that last day didn't happen. Which is unfortunate, because we did get the glowing memory crystals, so I would have liked to keep that. More spectral residue. We succeeded that time. Transient, blah, 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 blah. More spectral residue. Avoid the peril. Keep going. More memory crystals. Next move. All right. Ignore them. Throw caution to the wind. Do we have to just push as deep as possible? All right, fine. We just kept going down and nothing changed, man. Oh boy, oh boy. Are we just getting super unlucky, or maybe I just don't know what I'm doing? All right, one more time. It's if we look at the map here, Larnak is only 7 days away. We could always go to Tectum Carvos, but I think I'd rather just go back to Larnak and then make my way back to Torzeg Shelter so we can check in with the librarian. Let's rest up. Let's double check that our... Aha! Hey, you know what? That's a sign. One more time into the tower. One more shot at Glory. And then we'll give it a rest as we go back to Torzeg Shelter. Keep exploring. Use our engineering skills. It worked this time. Aha! Ooh. Okay, so you enter a small rectangular hall lit by sconces along each wall that illuminate the area with subtle indigo flames. At the center of the room, there is a large marble table that sits at a slightly elevated level atop stairs that approach it from each side. Alongside the room's walls are numerous chests, some open, some closed, all of which are plagued by the shattered shards of crystals that now lie at their bases. Trying to make sense of what happened here, much is revealed when several ghostly figures manifest before you, entrancing you to watch a troubling scene where spectral students and professors alike begin smashing crystals upon the ground. In a terrifying and apoplectic rage, you feel their emotions too. You glimpse delirious madness in the ghostly eyes of the spirits as large crystals are hauled from the nearby chests and thrown onto the ground with zealous fervor. Though exact sentences are impossible to make out, you hear tirades that lament the tower's denizens and their thirst for knowledge, along with apologetic remarks directed towards the elder gods. The cacophony of disparate sounds eventually comes to some kind of twisted crescendo when something seems to stop the students and professors in their tracks, catapulting them to various corners of the room while they scream in futility. Moments later, they have disappeared. Clearly, whatever happened here came to pass long ago, though its remnants linger. There may yet be something to salvage from this ruined hall. Sweep the hall. After some time spent figuring out what is salvageable and what is not, your co-mates return to you with a variety of crystals and shards of varying quality. Alright, we just got some ceruleus crystal. Engineering again, we succeeded again. Still transient. Crystal lamps, yes please. They pile in and we're fighting ghosts. 5 warriors it is. Begin the battle. Stab. 1 damage. Come on, Eilani. I might want to drop Eilani for Skornar. Owie. We should probably stop in and check on Skornar's cousin. And by check in, I mean like bring the goods he wanted to build his boat or whatever. I know you're not supposed to finish, at least if you want to have Skornar still around, you're not supposed to finish his quest because he gets on the boat. Spoiler alert. He gets on the boat and then he sails away with his cousin, never to be seen again. So, yeah, if you want to have Skornar in your party, don't finish his quest. If you don't care, then you can do whatever you want. It's kind of an interesting conclusion for a character. It does make sense though, like not everybody's, you know, committed to staying in a comitatus for the rest of their life. If any of them, honestly. I feel like Nadir is, because like you keep her from being claimed by a demon monster, so she kind of owes you. Garrick's just like around to make money. More spectral residue. Undeterred. We must fight. Oh, jeez! I was not expecting giant crystal monsters. These are huge! They're bigger than the normal ones, aren't they? Because aren't the normal ones just one square? These guys are massive. Alright, I don't think I'll be chunking through you like I did normally through the other guys. Something tells me... Yes, I was gonna say... Yeah, shoot the blue one, because he's got less fire damage resistance. I don't think we're gonna kill this guy, but it's gonna be close. Not quite. He had 1 HP! I'm so upset. Oh, and then he bashes everybody. And stuns them all, of course! Alright, focus on the blue guy now. He's got more HP, but he seems less dangerous. Reload your gun, I think I'll need it. Fireball. A stab. It's not so bad. Can I stun you? I highly doubt it. You're made out of rocks. Alright, shoot him. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Goodbye. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Just a little tankier than the other ones. We need crystals for that? Oh, we did. Okay. Ignore our people. Oh! Wait, what? Is that what we needed? Oh, dang. It's a specific preceptor. Shoot! Oh well, let's leave. I've had my fill of pushing it beyond what I should. Let's go ahead and rest. And then, alright, back to Larnak we go. We've tried our best. We'll be back in the future. But we'll make our way back over to Torzag's shelter here. I'm trying to see. I think the best way back to Larnak is up this way. I've had this experience before. Let's go ahead and rest. Fully guarded. Oh, Ren has something to say. The evening is cool and a light breeze blows. You are just finished with assigning tasks for the night when you hear light steps approaching. As you turn around, you find yourself face to face with Renkailon. I see you're not busy any longer, the Dark Elf says quietly. Could we speak in private? From his tone and expression, you can tell that it is serious, so you invite him into your tent. The two of you sit down there. You offer him something to drink, but he does not seem to hear it. For a long time, he does not even speak, and when he does, the words come slowly. This is about my endeavor, he begins. You thought as much. About learning the ability of Life Drain. I've come far, but finally I've realized something. He falls silent, so you ask him what it is. Well, his search for words. Let me put it this way. I thought I was on the brink of a breakthrough, but as it turns out, I was headed for a dead end all along. I got it all wrong. I was utterly mistaken. The way I chose was not meant for me. I'm no mage, I'm just a dabbler in everything arcane. It would take decades of study for me to reproduce Life Drain, and perhaps not even then. I might not have that long, no. I might be long gone before I achieve anything. Once again he stops speaking. He is obviously bitter, and then he looks up, his one good eye gleaming in the tent's shadows. But there might be another way, he whispers. You are listening. My research was quite extensive, Renkailon explains, and touched upon various fields, with my ancient history being one amongst those. I say history, but mostly it's folklore and legends. In the majority of cases, it's hard to distinguish between the two. You recall the name Ulthalos, the legendary dark elf sorcerer whose alleged tracks you followed to those runes. When you mention it, Renkailon nods. Yes, that's exactly what I'm speaking of. He continues. Remember that fortress where those damned Yergs attacked us? There I found something that was apparently, maybe, penned by Ulthalos himself and none other. You ask him what it was about. It was not a journal or a diary as such, not per se, Renkailon replies, but a personal record nonetheless. It was an account of how he defeated one of my people's ancient princes. Ulthalos harbored many animosities, and then entombed him somewhere remote. The records weren't too clear as to why, quite hazy in fact, but apparently he wanted to save the prince for a later time. He stored him, one could say, for research, for torture, I cannot say. Nothing indicates that the prince was released from his prison since then. He's probably still in a magical slumber, sealed away by sorcerous means in a tomb. Now, our ancient princes were known to be masters of Life Drain. It is not entirely clear to you how that would help him personally. To my knowledge, the ability can be transferred from one person to another, he says, and then he lowers his voice. That is, if a specific spell is used when killing that person. Do you understand, Vagrus? We could steal the prince's powers without having to make impossible efforts to obtain it by studying magic. We ask Renkailon if he knows where to find the tomb. What does he know about the entombed prince? And what perils he expects in the tomb. Where's the tomb? Hard to say for certain. A lot of speculation involved, the Dark Elf Scout says. But I believe I've managed to find the most likely location. I think it's somewhere at the border range under an old Imperial watchtower. Ask him what he knows about the prince. Again, this is mostly the stuff of legends, Renkailon replies. But that various records seem to agree upon is that he ruled the city-state of Hashatar, and was quite a despot, yes, a veritable tyrant. As his extended age grew thanks to Life Drain, he became more and more insane, so eventually his own subjects rose up against him, which led to the fall of Hashatar. However, the prince escaped, and not only did he survive, but he blamed his own family for their incompetence, draining them and thus prolonging his miserable life even further. So this guy seems like a piece of work, so I don't really feel so bad stealing his magical powers. Renkailon raises a finger dramatically. That was where he made a grievous mistake, for it is said that Ulthalos' old master, for whom he had great respect, was among those that was slain by the dark spell, and so the sorcerer decided to seek revenge, or merely his master's precious grimoires. The records aren't clear on that. It could have been both. He succeeded, but he didn't kill the prince, no. Rather, Ulthalas kept him for later use, although it is unclear for what purpose. Whatever it was, it did not bode well for the prince. What kind of perils are in the tomb? There will undoubtedly be some danger, Renkailon replies after some thinking. From what I know, Ulthalas is long gone, perished or else. Well, no one really knows what happened to him. But if he wanted to preserve the prince, he certainly didn't leave that up to chance, no. Everything I learned about him suggests he was more industrious than that. And then there's the prince himself. If he wasn't perished in his prison, which I hope he hasn't, even if he has become weakened during his long torpor, he'll still be an eldritch force to be reckoned with. Tell him you are ready to tackle this. Renkailon smiles. Thank you, Vagrus, he says quietly. I knew I could count on you. I knew you wouldn't abandon me in this cyclopean endeavor. Prepare for this task, and prepare well. I shall do the same. I am certain that it won't be easy, but the prize that awaits us... He does not finish the sentence. Instead, the Dark Elf Scout rises, gives you a long look, and then walks away from your tent. When you go to sleep later that night, you dream of undying princes slumbering deep below the cold ground. +4 insight. All right, that was unexpected. But we will try to help Ren in his endeavor. The border range. Is that up here? Down here? No? Where is it? It's usually on the map, right? Oh! I see. That's not so bad. I bet I can find that. 4 nodes? It's like what? Like a week's journey from Devon? Easy peasy. Alright, so the plan is back to Torzeg Shelter. Oh, you bastards. Back to Torzeg Shelter. Check in with the librarian. Ooh, a lot of damage to my peoples there. Are they retreating? They are not retreating. I'm shocked. Uh-oh. I guess we didn't damage that many of them, and they knocked 6 of my fighters out, so it's not great. Let's go ahead and call the ranks. Try to stun this dude. The one stunnable guy. Alright, now go for the middle dude. 8 damage is fantastic. Spreading the damage around a little bit, but... Alright, he lived. Haha, nerd. Alright, kill this guy, please. Please stay dead. He did. Rude. Stop it. Stop it. Alright. Back to the front. Dead. Burn these 2. Oh, he lived that time. Can't get lucky forever, I guess. Go ahead and debuff these 2 in the front. Ouch. Everybody's stunned. That guy died. Fantastic news. You also died. And so did you. Now there's just one guy left. Go for the 1 damage. Because he was at full health anyway. There was, like, no downside to it. Ow! Go to town. Everybody attack. Dead. Man, Sidarius hits like a truck. It'd be cool if you could have, like, Jesus, they're just kicking the crap out of my people. Retreating. We don't need to chase these idiots down. I don't even know what they'd take from me. They just took my Ceruleus crystal. Honestly, that's fine. Sure, we'll conscript them, give our people time to heal. Alright, most people recovered. And I got some replacement people, so Yeah, 1 scout died, 3 fighters died. But we gained 2 scouts and 4 fighters, and then a worker. And they took a bone and some crystal, while I got some metal and some hide. Fascinating. Alright, let's rest up. Crowded camps, shoot! We're like right on the... We must be like right on the verge of crowded camps. Get some vigor back. And then... I wish there was a better way into town. Because it's so annoying that you have to go so far out of your way to get there. But we'll force march into the city a little bit. Nothing to hide. We only had 1 day of supplies left. And I need to get rid of some of these people. Just offload all of this stuff. I don't want it anymore. Alright. Ditch the worker. No more crowded camps. Ditch the 1 extra scout. I really only like having 3 or 6. 36 fighters is a lot. We'll just stick at 35 here. And then round out the mounts at 30. And then we'll stick with 3 beasts of burden here. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's see, anything to take back to Torzeg Shelter? There's a couple. House Venari, the Loaders Guild, and the House Aqua, actually, and the Loaders Guild. Okay, and then we'll fill up with supplies. Bam, 14 days, that's pretty good. We'll rest up here. Any passengers? Dragonkin, sure. Get our vigor back. And then head out. And then I think instead of heading the normal route, we go up to Mirage and over and through. I think I'm just going to gun it straight through the Drusian Quarry to the east. And just go that way. So let's get our stats back up. Fighting orcs is always a task. They always beat up your vigor, take some of your stuff. It's never a good time. We'll just zoom on over this way. We've been getting lucky. We've been generating a little vigor as we go because of our tents, which is nice. This time we can send people out to try and hunt. Critical success! We got a bone! Fantastic. Back up to full stats. And then so I think basically our plan for the rest of the episode, get back to Torzeg Shelter, check in with the librarian. And then next episode, we will head north, pop over to Devon. I'll probably just head up to Devon on my own. And then we'll pick up in Devon. I hate you. Go away. Can I give you something to leave me alone? A rare jewel? How much simple jewelry do you need? Be gone. Annoying jerks. Taking my treasure. Like, I'd fight them, but I don't want to have to deal with it right now. Alright, we're back on the road. So what was I saying? I think, after we check in with the librarian, that'll be the end of the episode, depending on what she says. And then we'll make our way north to Devon. We'll do that off camera, and we'll pick up there with Ren's mission to become a vampire, or just, you know, figure out how to steal life force from people. So that should be fun. And that might be the end of his mission, and then in which case we just have Harvick left to do. And I think I figured out where the last people that Harvick is looking for are, so we should be able to push his mission too to the very end. We can do a tiny bit of forest marching here. That's not so bad. Here we go. Drop off the Dragonkin. We did that so fast. We got 10 silver for it. All right. Go to the temple? Wrong. The civic district. Public library. Tertia Sartra in her office. Okay. Inform her that you were able to unseal the crystal archives. You sit down with Tertia and discuss your findings at length over some Tarkian coffee she made. The librarian is obviously very excited to hear about your progress in the sunken tower, and her excitement mounts when you recount your success in unsealing the fabled crystal archives. That's just wonderful, Vagrus, she smiles. For my part, I can say that the device is completely safe for the crystals themselves. We named it Nexus Naritis. Neat, huh? Anyway, what you're looking for in there are larger memory crystals that have no sorcerous light inside them yet. Pristine ones that will be able to record copious amounts of memories and knowledge. Once you get your hands on some, head over to our ally, the Crystal Mancer Shebeni in Lumen. I know her well. She will take your pristine crystals and record your knowledge. She'll explain the details. When she sees your surprise, she puts down her cup of coffee and leans forward. I've decided to have you record your knowledge and experiences, Tertia says carefully. I am more or less bound to the library here, and I haven't got out much for many years. Besides, you've worked so hard on this, risking everything. You should be the one who passes the vast knowledge you've accumulated to the generations that follow. I do know a lot, to be fair. You tell Tertia that you will do your best. I'm sure, she nods. I know that it is a grand task, Vagrus, but once enough knowledge is recorded in the Nexus Naritis, we will have fulfilled our dream. One can only hope. Ask her about Shebeni? Nah. Ask her about the Nexus Naritis? No, we need to talk to her about how to... the breach the Star Garden. Tertia considers your account of the spirit of Preceptor Lelithason and the task she has impressed upon you. That is a risky venture, if I may say so, she says with some difficulty. Don't get me wrong, allying with the spirit seems to be the only apparent way to unlock the Crystal Archives. But the Star Garden? Well, I'd be curious to see it, just as you certainly are, but I'd be wary in your position, Vagrus. Who knows what these spirits are up to? 1,000 years of such half-existence is enough to make any mind insane, no matter how sharp. Tread with care, I say. There's no telling what truly happened to that place and what peril keeps the other spirits sealed there. Okay, so she just had words of caution. So, the next step for posterity is to use a pristine memory crystal to record your knowledge of Terra Supra regions at Shebeni's shop in Lumen. You need to obtain the following codex entries to complete this step. Do I have all of these? And then use a memory crystal to record your knowledge of Terra Supra settlements here, and then another one, and then another one. Oh my god. How many pristine crystals do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Oh my goodness. And I don't know, do we have all of these? I guess I don't know. Loom. I'm not sure. Guess we'll have to look around and see if we can find that. Yep, Sealed Beyond hasn't changed. But we do have Ren's Delving into Darkness. So find the Prince's Tomb in the Border Range and help Renkailon take his life drain ability. Okay, we will do that. Goodbye. Leave the district. Let's go get a rest real quick here. Rest up. Fantastic. All right, I will bring us up to Devon on my own time. So for now, if you guys enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Vagrus, the Riven Realms, or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure your notifications are on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.